second half. It's been a very, very long time as the first goal. SPORTSA first to go down already. Yeah, it has been a very long time. It's been about a month and a half, I think, since I last did a video of school. In the space that time, we got relegated to obviously. But yeah, it looks like we have a new manager on our hands. The reason why I wasn't uploading, I had A-levels, had exams, never saw exams to be enforced. It was useless subject, so yeah, that's the main reason why I was away for about a month and a half. I think it was go through, and yeah, we're back now. We're back over the summer. I've got now until sort of September until August. So yeah, where are we going with this? It's a more pioneer. So I've just come back on this. It's not been ideal. Let me have a quick, let me test back a quick game change the mark over to my mom.
Come on. See, is that any better? Hopefully that is better. Just let me know in the chat. But yeah, let's get into the comments. Who's joining us? Welcome back to the channel. Like I said, it's been a while, but you are back. We're into some transfer news tonight. We're going to be discussing the new manager, Enzo Maresca. Well, not new manager, but because is the mic better now, Leicester Fox? My AirPods were messing up before. I'm going to go and buy a mic later in the next couple of days. But yeah, tonight we're going to be discussing Enzo Maresca, who he is, how close he is to joining Leicester. It's pretty much confirmed. Some other transfer news on Maddison and Barnes, as Tottenham have bidded 50 million for both players, which is absolutely crazy. We'll be talking about some random stuff as well, like Castagna and Didi. There's going to be so many videos in the next couple of days, though. So yeah, we are back well and for good now. I had my last exam yesterday, so yeah, we're back and we are here ready to discuss some transfer news from now until the deadline day. Trying to upload as many videos as we can. There'll be about 5 per week. That is the aim. So yeah, let's get into the chat. Hello, Jack. Leicester Fox already said hello to you. Great as well. Hope you're doing all right. Levy is a donkey. I know. 50 million for both is laughable. Indeed it is. But yeah, let's get on to the main topic of tonight's video. Of course, it is the new man, big. And
talking about what is going on there.
They're messing up. So yeah, the main man, Enzo. Doesn't seem a while since we're talking being appointed, but yeah, here we are. So let me just go and check the GC. See, I've been streaming off for a long time and everything's all over the shop. There we go. You're still doing exams. Ouch, that GCSEs or A levels. But yeah, as we see, Fabrizio Romano came in. It was the Athletic. Is the sound gone again? Oh my god. Right, let me right, give me a second, boys. Is that better? Oh, it's back. Yeah, my AirPods are proper messing up tonight. I've just disconnected them, doing my head in. Right, hopefully that was all right. See, this is the shambles. Right, hopefully you can see the screen. Hopefully you can hear me. Right, let's forget about them first 4 minutes. Here we go. So yeah, Fabrizio Romano, Leicester closing in on the appointment of Enzo Maresca as a new head coach. Talks at the final stages. Details being discussed. And Maresca, I don't know if I'm saying his name right, but I think I am. Is set to sign soon if all goes to plan, as he says to the Athletic and Rob Tanner. John Percy did report this as well. So there we go. But yeah, obviously there were several links. Scott Parker, which was a no-go in my opinion. He would probably get us up, but then would get us probably relegated again, which we don't want. There was some talk about the Club Brugge manager, talk about Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. Obviously, Dean Smith was mentioned. I don't really want him, but I don't know. Would you guys have took Dean Smith over Scott Parker? I don't know. But it looks like Enzo is going to be the man, the BTEC Pep Guardiola. And, you know, he looks like a good manager. Do you know what I mean? He looks like a decent one. But we'll discuss a bit more about him, about his career so far. He's obviously is the assistant. He's one of the assistants at Man City. He has managed before in the past at Parma. Who's also the assistant at West Ham and Sevilla between 2018 and 19. So this guy does have a slight bit of experience, but it's still risky one. If you saw my Twitter, I put on earlier risk versus reward, and that's what I think this one is. This could either go very, very well, or it could be an absolute disaster. So it's one of them ones really, and I think it looks like Leicester are going to be taking the risk. It looks like so. City play. What is going on? Gee, this is a right mess tonight. Right, let me stop the screen. There we go. Right. Right, I'm going to stop sharing the screen. I see a lot of. I've gone for a month and a half. I don't know what I'm doing. If he joins with some of the young Man Cities, yeah, I think so. There was a tweet which I'm going to try and get up later if StreamYard doesn't decide to just mess up. But yeah, I would assume so. That's a Cole Palmer. I think there's a guy called Doyle. I've got to be honest. I do not have any knowledge about any of these players. To be fair, I don't have any knowledge about the Championship either. So I need to do my research over the summer. But yeah, I would assume so. He was at the academy. Well, he was under 21 manager just a few years ago. So you would assume that the Man City players would kind of want that. The Championship and Leicester's probably the right level for some of them players to get some development. You saw at Middlesbrough, you saw lots of Aaron Ramsey. And Cameron Archer from Aston Villa, who went there and got good experience. And that's the thing. That's the thing in this league, really. You see quite a few loans, and that's what I think we'll do. I think obviously Leicester will have a massive budget compared to others, but I think we will see quite a few loan signings. I don't think we're going to obviously sign the likes of Cole Palmer on a permanent because Man City just will not want that, obviously. Yeah, we're going to discuss Enzo a bit more. But yeah, some of the players involved. I'm going to try and share the screen now. Fingers crossed it can work. If I can find it. If I can find it, and it's not there. Oh my days! Right, right. Let's try and get this up. Let's try and find this because there's a good tweet from someone. If I can find it, doesn't look like it. Anyway, there's a tweet on Twitter saying about the Man City players we could get, but yeah. Enzo also likes to play attacking, exciting football. That is right. According to Transfer Market, he plays with a back three, but I've looked at some of his teams for the Man City youth squad, and it's usually a back four. So I'll be interested to see how that one goes. I disagree. I prefer Parker. Fair enough. Everyone's entitled to. I think with Parker, you're going to get promoted, but then what happens then? You know, he's got Bournemouth, I think it's Fulham weren't promoted, and then he's done awfully in the Prem. Obviously, he lost 9-0 to Liverpool in the Prem even this year. Then he went to Club Brugge and did nothing. So I think with Scott Parker, I just think long term wise, it's not happening. And I have heard that Leicester pretty much said that we'll have you for this year. Gets promoted, then adios. So I think that's why Scott Parker apparently has a director. I'm not too sure. It's not official, but pretty much is very close. I'll bring up the Fabrizio Romano tweet once again. If I can find it, there we go. So yeah, pretty much everyone's been saying it. It's came out today. So yeah, pretty much it's sorted. Just the final details in there. Obviously, with a manager appointment, it's obviously a bit more different to a player. So I'm not sure how it really works, to be fair, on the manager side of things. But yeah, pretty much, yeah, it's happening. All I say, I'll be very shocked if we don't get him. That's all I'm going to say. It was like company, exactly that. And I think it's that risk you've got to take. And if you have worked with Pep Guardiola, he's a coach on the side who's just won the treble, the Champions League, the Premier League. He's got to be half decent, hasn't he? And obviously some coaches aren't good as managers, and that's the risk we are taking. But he's one of Pep's students. He's got to be half decent. He looks like Pep. He looks like a good manager. You know what I mean? He's Italian. He's bold. I think he'd be quite angry. I'm stereotyping a lot, but already gone through that. Yeah, risk worth taking 100%. See the chance of rolling in already. That's true. Yeah, I think Scott Parker would obviously be the safe choice, and maybe Dean Smith would have been the easy choice. And although the Leicester board has got quite a lot of stick in the past few days, I do respect them a bit for going with this kind of rogue option, trying something a bit different, which obviously could work out really well. I don't know, because if Leicester can get this right, and with the transfer budget we do have, I know the Championship is difficult, but if we get this spot on, I think we can win the league very comfortably. Or I don't know, get promoted, let's say. But then again, it couldn't work, and we could be mid-table or relegated again. Sunderland. Parker, not Prem standard, that's true, even though we are in the Championship. But yeah, we ain't in the Prem, yeah. Average MPC, come on, hey up. Hey up. I do look forward to Watford away. Some of the away days this year, so good, man. Coventry, West Brom, Birmingham, City, I should say. It's better than Post. I'm not ready for mate. That's what I mean. The away days are so good. You've got Sheffield Wednesday as well, who are massive. You've got Plymouth, which I will be going to. I've got a season ticket for next year as well. So there we go, boys. Lots of stuff coming. Can't wait for Preston at home on a Tuesday night. Enzo Winners trophies. You guys are thinking quite far ahead here. We're in the Championship, boys, all right? Jesus Christ. So yeah, but you could win the Championship trophy. It still hasn't sunk in, to be fair, that we were in the Championship. Because last time I was on here, we were in the Prem. I thought we were going to stay up, and it went to pot, didn't it? Enzo's clear of Gerrard. Championship champion, yeah, exactly. Josh, when we got relegated the next morning, I swear, and I can't remember, to be fair. To be fair, I think I accepted it after Brighton beat Everton 5-1. Was it 5-1 or 5? I think it was 5-1, weren't it? No, it was the other way around. Everton beat Brighton, sorry. Wish Brighton would have won. Hello, Ethan, mate. Hope you're doing all right. Long time no see. People need to settle down about Enzo. Yeah, I just think people are getting quite excited because he's just a bit of an unknown decision. It's something a bit different. It's something different than a Dean Smith, a Scott Parker, a Steven Gerrard, your generic English manager. So, to be fair, I am very much on the hype train. But then again, we still need to be realistic about it and realise that, it's going to be difficult to make it work. I'm definitely going to the Millwall game. Yeah, 100%. We'll be in Switch. We'll be exactly. The away days are beautiful, man. The Premier League's all glamorous and stuff, but the likes of Tottenham away, and it's a nice ground, isn't it? But it's just a bit. We are going to talk about that later. Fabrizio Romano has just said something about Barnes and Maddison, so we'll get into that. I disagree with. Fair enough. It's good. It's good. Liking the debate, boys. Talking of that Fabrizio Romano tweet, I'm just going to quickly get that up because it just came through in the last couple of minutes. So understand Tottenham have not sent any official proposal for Harvey Barnes and James Maddison. Would make no sense to submit joint bid for 50 million. No chance. Spurs are working on both Maddison and Barnes deal, but reports of a bid are described as wide of mark. So Fabrizio is saying that 50 million thing is false, pretty much, which is very interesting. I take Fabrizio's word for it because he gets everything right. But it's interesting because the 50 million report was quite a good, I think it's from the Mail, so a pretty reliable source, to be fair. So it looks like that Tottenham thing is false, which is a bit mental. But yeah, that just came in. It is his actual account, isn't it? Yeah. So interesting stuff, boys and girls. So, but personally, I think with Barnes and Maddison, we just need to get them gone. Maddison's not staying. Barnes ain't staying. There's no chance. And I just think we just need to get them gone. We cannot keep holding them for too long. We need to get them gone, get the money, get the manager, and go. We've already wasted a day in the transfer window already. We should have got Enzo, whoever, in a few weeks ago. Get his plan sorted, get in the transfer window, and get your business done early, just like Aston Villa have done with Tielemans, for example. So I think with Barnes and Maddison, it's a shame to see them go. But yeah, get them gone, especially them two, because Barnes and Maddison are by far our most valuable assets. You think of players like Castagna, who are getting linked to lots of Arsenal somehow. Maximum we're going to get from his 20 million. I'll be very surprised if we get any more than that. So obviously he's got 1 year left on his contract. So is Ndidi. So I think for the lots of Castagna and Ndidi, the maximum you're probably going to get is about 15 mil. To be fair, I can't see Arsenal paying too much for that unless you do not have much of a say, really, because we're on the back foot. We have no buying. We have no power. So I just think with them type of players, just get them gone. John Rudkin, you fraud. So yeah, most people are agreeing. Get rid. Yeah, take the money, run. Yeah. Barnes is. Yeah, obviously it would be very good to have Barnes and Maddison in the Championship, but we would have to get promoted straight away, else we will be in deep trouble because Maddison's got 1 year left on his contract, I believe. Barnes is on a decent contract. I think it's 2. I think it's might be 2 or 3 years. I know he signed one the 2 seasons ago, I think it was. So yeah, realistically, Barnes is probably our most valuable asset. But obviously, Maddison is slightly better, so we'll have to see. But it's internationals. If Maddison puts a few decent performances in, could raise his stock, and we could see some movement. But I think Maddison will go either Newcastle or Spurs, in my opinion. 90 million enough? I don't think Spurs will go for both, but we'll have to see. I think combined, yeah. I think we are looking. If you mean that just in different clubs, yeah, I probably agree with that. To be fair, I think with Madison, it really just depends on how many clubs are involved. Because realistically, we Leicester won at least 2 or 3 clubs just bidding up for Madison constantly, and that's the way we're going to get the best price. I think with Barnes, obviously he's linked with West Ham currently. Tottenham obviously interested as well. So I think obviously there was talk about Villa as well, and that's the thing. These sides are supposedly interested, but we haven't really seen too much movement apart from today with Tottenham. But obviously Fabrizio just said that's false. So I don't know. That Villa account is a load of absolute rubbish. I wouldn't believe it. It's a load of absolute BS. Villa, it does my head in that Villa account. I think managed to go Newcastle, probably. Although apparently, according to the Geordies, he signed last summer and in January as well. So it's weird how he's not gone yet. Whoever the managers, I think Thomas, if he stays, Daka and Hurst will have brilliant season. I forgot about George Hurst, yeah. And that's the thing. It's good. We do have decent options. I think obviously Thomas was linked with Forest, weren't he, a few days ago, but there wasn't actually any major source really reporting that. Obviously Christensen's said it himself that he's staying. I imagine soon. You know what? I found this thing on the Athletic. It's got like squad depth picture on it. So we're gonna. What's from? So yeah, hopefully you can see that. It's a little bit zoomed out, but I don't know if you can see that or not. But I can't really see it myself either now, which is good. But pretty much we have no right winger. We have 1 left winger. Midfield's obviously quite free right now. I think left backs are right. Centre backs needs investment. Right backs, I think Ricardo and Castagna will probably go. Justin will stay. Goalkeepers, talk of Ward. I don't think you guys can see it, so I won't spend too long on it. I think up top you've got the likes of Daka. Ian actually should go, in my opinion. I think he deserved to go. He could do better than this. So yeah, we'll have to see how that one goes. But yeah, I think I'm going to be doing a keep or sell kind of video in the next couple of days, or talking about which positions need to be strengthened in realistically. So that will come hopefully when Enzo is announced. So yeah, that is the plan. But yeah, back onto Enzo then. We're going to have a quick look at his. Here we go. I've got it, boys. I've got it. I've got the tweets. So yeah, we're going to have a quick look at Enzo's tactics and how he really lined up at his time at Man City. He was at Parma, just like I said, but to be fair, he didn't really do too well there, which does concern me quite a bit. But this is how he lined up. This guy's the one that's been talked about. Callum Doyle. They've got Lavia, who obviously plays for Southampton here. So yeah, he's Cole Palmer, Liam Delap as well. So yeah, mate, have a quick look at this tweet. I just found it, so fair play to this guy. Please, all right with me using it. I don't know if I'm going to be allowed to show this image, but I am. Pressing system, 4-2-3-1 defensive structure. So pretty much he plays on the front foot. He doesn't sit back. He plays like Pep pretty much. So yeah. If you just look at his formation, pretty much it's quite similar to what Leicester have gone with in recent years. Really, just like I said, the transfer market said he went with back 3, but I imagine it'll probably be something a bit like this, because I think we're Leicester playing a back 3. Do we have that? I don't think so. However, playing a back 3, if you play quite narrow, it would obviously take away that issue with the lack of wingers we have. But the winger situation has been an issue for a number of years at Leicester, so we need serious investment in that field. So hopefully, lots of Cole Palmer, who I thought was a striker, but he's playing out wide here. So yeah, we just need, in my opinion, some flexible and versatile attackers. I think people we can play in a number of different positions, and especially in the Championship, where it's interesting, really, because the Championship, obviously, you've got Saturday, Tuesday games. But then again, I think in football, the best way to have success, apart from Man City, is simply having a settled side. Because, you saw Leicester, when we won the Championship, it's pretty much the same team week in, week out. You got change here and there. When Leicester won the league, pretty much the same team. So I think that's the thing, really. We need to just have that settled side. But then again, it's, with Leicester's injury record, we'll have to see. But hopefully, if Enzo does come in, he can bring in some different people. But we'll have to see how that one does go. But yeah, let's get back into the chat. Keep your thoughts coming in, boys and girls. Good stuff tonight. Very interactive. Make sure to drop a like on the stream if you're absolutely buzzing that SPORTSA is back. Wow. Nathan Apoku to get 8. I don't know if he will be playing. There was a rule change, but that was in the Premier League, so I don't know how that affects the Championship. But based on the old rules, I don't think he has his permit or something like that to play. So we'll have to see on that one. But 4-4-2, yeah, potentially. Didn't Potter reject us? I believe so. Yeah. One player that team, fingers crossed. Yeah, you would think so, wouldn't you? We never made him an offer. Oh yeah, I did hear that as well. Actually, yeah, I think with the Potter thing, it's been mostly pretty poor sources. Obviously, there was some talk when we sat Rodgers, but I don't think Potter was going to come anyway, really. So, yes, one of them, really. Many teams, yeah, that's a good point, actually. And that's the thing, Leicester are going to be one of these teams where it's going to be a big thing for some Championship teams to go and beat us, especially like Plymouth and stuff, the newly promoted ones. So that's the thing. We may have to try and adapt our style a bit more because teams, just as EFL Championship says, I believe, yeah, he's a Watford fan. Teams will sit back against Leicester. So I think with Enzo in charge, who likes to play expansive football, attacking football, it suits that perfectly, in my opinion. So I think it is a good fit. Obviously, it's something we see in every game, but you know, Leicester are going to be one of the big boys next year. So even Jack, mate, hope you're doing all right. Yeah, it's quite flexible, I think. Thoughts on Jerry Yates? Yeah, the Blackpool striker. I think we had the bid rejected. We got it again at 4 million. I think. I don't know. I've never watched the guy in my life. I'll take it for backup, but I don't think he'll be starting. But then again, I think with the likes of Daka and stuff, I don't know. Does Daka stay? And if he does, I think he rips the Championship apart. To be fair, I just think his pace will just do it. But then again, you've got the likes of Vardy, who I still think will do quite well in the Championship. Obviously, he's played a little bit better towards the back end of last season. So I think with Iheanacho, he's gone. I can see George Hurst going, to be honest. He was obviously at Ipswich on loan and did quite well. He's been on multiple loans, really. And there is a clear reason why he's also being loaned out quite a lot. But obviously, Ipswich and Leicester are now the same division. Callum Wright's in the same division as well, so you can guarantee them two will score against us if George Hurst goes. Go Northampton away. I might wait till the fixtures come out first. If we have some good away days in the first couple of months, I'll probably give it a miss. But if not, yeah, it's close, isn't it? I don't know. I want to save some money there. We'll have to wait and see. I've got uni to pay for next year, boys. It's not looking good. Let me get back up to the chat. So João Pedro and back with Marty Watford need a big rebuild. I think João Pedro has gone to Brighton, hasn't he? I believe so. Every team will be gunning for us exactly that. 15 goals. Is that Jerry Yates guy? Yeah, I think he did quite well, didn't he? And Blackpool got relegated, I do believe. So be interesting. Where the Northampton tickets come out, well, with Leicester's ticket offers, I don't know. I'll probably say in about a couple of weeks. When is it? I don't know. I think that's the only one been announced, apart from obviously the ones in Asia, which is stupid. I think we've got a friendly against OH Leuven at home as well before we fly to Asia. I don't think we'll have another one before the season after Asia because it's 5 days, I think it is, and we could have a Friday night game as well. So we'll have to see. Obviously, fixtures get released next Thursday, so I'll be doing a live in the morning for that one. I did feel very weird seeing all the Prime fixtures come out today without Leicester in it, but yeah, I think Vardy will rip the Championship next season. Fingers crossed. Loughborough, then Watford, keep guessing. I'm going Derby. Now, you guys are probably thinking, why the hell is he going Derby? But I'm doing football journalism, and that is the only one in the whole world which does it. So, yeah, it's only down the road from me. So, I'm based in Loughborough. So, yeah. I'm going Derby next year, which is it's not that bad actually. Well, this year because it means I can get some away games even quicker. The likes of Rotherham, Sheffield United, Birmingham's easy to get to on the train from there as well. So it's lovely stuff, boys and girls. Lots of away games next year. Fixtures next week, 20. Yeah, I think so. There is no pressure, mate. The stream's going to be coming out thick and fast now. So yeah, the plan is to just do as much as I can. Because I think I said it earlier. I've got now until middle of September until I start uni. Also got work and stuff, but apart from that, I've got nothing else to do. So I'm just going to be doing YouTube as much as I can. So yeah, lots of stuff. If we get Plymouth away on a Friday night, I will be fuming, but I'll probably try and stay in Plymouth if that is the case. But if I can get a ticket to Plymouth, I will be there, 100%. I'm doing it. It's got to be ticked off. 4th, yeah, Friday the 4th, yeah. I'm not ready for our fixtures. I do hope we have some nice away days early on. I beg they're not all in December and stuff we have to wait. I want commentary nice and I don't know actually. That's the thing in the championship though. It's so competitive. I was going to say, do you want the easy games first? But I don't really know what an easy game is in the championship because it's all so close. But I think with if we get Enzo in now, I think if he can get his tactics over quickly enough, I think we'll be fine. But it may take a few games for Leicester to warm up to the speed or I don't know. Is it faster? Like I don't know. It's weird, isn't it? It's a completely new thing. So it may take a few games to get in the swing of things, but obviously in the championship you can go from the bottom to top very, very, very quickly. So I wouldn't be too concerned if we make a sticky start, but fingers crossed we can win every single game, which will probably not happen. If you get Millwall on a Friday night, I'd love it, but I'd hate it. I think there will be quite a few games on. Hold on, throat is killing, but I think there will be quite a few games moved because Sky got a new deal with the EFL with the Championship, so I believe there will be quite a few games televised. Unlike usually in the Championship, it's only like one per game week, isn't there? With Leicester being one of the big boys in the league, you could probably expect us to get televised quite a lot, which obviously means there'll still be a lack of 3 p.m. kickoffs. So, where is the guy who predicts that? I forgot his name. I know you mean though. Yeah, I'm missing him. Yeah, I agree. Parker's not prem quality, 100%. Leicester has commentary on the first game back. Oh, that would be tasty, wouldn't it? I'll take any local side really. Well, you got Stoke, West Brom. Vardy always scores against West Brom, doesn't he? At their place, but we never do well against West Brom at home. Don't know. I was thinking about it the other day, but you got Birmingham City, obviously. Stoke. I think I just said that anyway. Rotherham's not far. Sheffield Wednesday's not far either. Commentary, obviously. So if we can any don't know what happened there, but if we can get any of them, it would be very nice. So yeah, there we go. Yeah, fixture release next Thursday. Just like I said, I'll be going live in the morning to react to them. They'll probably get leaked and stuff, but yeah, we'll be doing a fixture reaction that morning. I'm kind of excited for it. To be fair, it does make things seem a bit more real that we are on a championship, but I don't know what happened there. My stream's playing up tonight. I think the AirPods are just glitched. My AirPods are disconnected. I don't know what I've got them in, but anyway, yeah, it's gonna be good. It's gonna be good to have these new games. Are those friendlies in Singapore still going ahead? I do believe so. Yeah. If I know, that's what I mean. That's what I'm worried about it. And with the championship, there's quite a high chance of that. So I reckon we'll have at least 2 of the local ones ish on midweek. But if Plymouth's on the Tuesday night in December, I'll still be there though. That'd be horrible, wouldn't it? Jesus. Your new shirt is out. I believe it's 1st of July, I think. But apparently there's talk of FBS as sponsor going because we're in the championship. So I have to see how that one goes. So yeah. Went back to the old stream shop. Oh, did he? Did they been count must have gone or something then? Jerry does ring a bell, but I don't think. I don't know. You never might come back for the new season. Yeah. The new away kit's quite decent as well with us. It's obviously the retro kit. Cheers, great mate. Thank you for coming in. It's much appreciated. I think we're going to wrap this stream up in a couple of minutes' time, boys and girls, because it is very, very hot in this room right now. But yeah, it's fantastic to be back. I think we've mostly covered most of the things really. Both kits are. I don't know. I don't know about the home kit really. I think if we get a new sponsor, it will be better. I do not like the FBS on it, but yeah, we'll have to see how that one goes. Just have a quick look on Twitter just to see if anything has came in, any big headlines because you never know. Fabrizio's going ham. Yeah, it looks like there's nothing really. So there we go. But yeah, we'll have to see how things progress. And hopefully Enzo can get announced. Hopefully tomorrow. You would hope so if things all go to plan. But no, in Leicester, you never know. Anything could happen. Obviously, the news only just came out today. So, but yeah, according to reports, his interview went really well. Esteban Cambiasso was a big influence on the deal as well. So maybe we could get Cambiasso John, yeah, it was Johnny, weren't it? Big Johnny, the prediction king. Yeah, maybe we get Esteban. I imagine that assistant manager to Enzo, 2 boldies. We would love it, but yeah, we'll have to see how that one goes. But it goes. But yeah, big changes on the horizon, boys and girls, and we'll have to see what happens. But yeah, I think as soon as Enzo gets announced, we can start to see some big transfer movement as well. I said it last year, but this year, surely we're going to sign more than 2 players. We signed Smithies, obviously, but I can see us signing at least 7 or 8, surely. So hopefully that is the case, and hopefully we get some, we can get some stuff going. Yeah, just like that, Johnny Evans, unknown. I think as soon as we get a manager in, he can get his, ideas across, get the players he wants, and get going. Simple as that. The away kit is the Jesus, it's gone out of my head. It's like it's got the sleeve going across the top. The banner we did against Roma, it's kind of like that in a kit. That makes no sense, does it? But yeah, it's like I completely forgot. It'll come out soon anyway. I believe it. I believe so. It's got like the stripe across the top of it. It's the swish. Yeah, that's it. That's the one. Yeah. There we go, then, boys and girls. Yeah, thank you for coming in tonight. Massively appreciated. Just before you head out, make sure to go and drop a like. It helps get the channel out there. And yeah, lots of stuff on the way. I'll probably be going live tomorrow night, hopefully discussing Enzo in a bit more detail, where fingers crossed we can see the main man, the Italian king himself, holding up the Leicester top and becoming our new manager. So there we go, boys and girls. Thank you for coming in. If you watch this back on playback, make sure to let me know your thoughts on everything we've discussed tonight in the comment section down below, boys and girls. And yeah, it's a slash. Yeah, there we go. So yeah, thanks for coming in, boys and girls. Like I said, massively appreciated. And I'll see you boys tomorrow night for another stream. There'll be a few videos on the way as well in the next couple of days. So yeah, I'm SPORTSA, and I'll see you guys very soon in the next one. In a bit, guys. Stay safe. Milk Leicester. Enzo is the man.